Hi there, I'm Vincent Boss and I provide dating and self-improvement advice. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing Dumpee plan for spring. I provide audio coaching to help people try and get their ex back or get a new girlfriend or boyfriend. Check out my website for more details. www.dateme.tips. Please check your spam and junk folders if you are expecting an email from me. So now let's get back into today's podcast, and today we are discussing Dumpee plan for spring. So if you have been dumped and want to try to get your ex back, the grind can feel tiring. Sometimes we need a boost to kickstart our mindset, and I'm hoping that today's podcast can do this for you. I'm linking it to the new beginnings of spring and hope that you can grow like the world does during this time. Here are 3 things for a dumpee to start now. So let's get straight into this, and number 1 is look in the mirror. Accountability is crucial during any time of our life, but in particular after a breakup, both the dumper and the dumpee need to take accountability of their behaviour, their actions and their decisions. Now, we are focusing on the dumpee today, and hence, for dumpers listening, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, check out the content, and you will find content specifically aimed at you. But today we're focusing on the dumpees. And for dumpees taking accountability, it's important that you take a balanced and measured approach. I don't want you beating yourself up. I don't want you being unforgiving for a very difficult time you were going through. But it is crucial to look in the mirror. It is crucial to take accountability. And it is crucial to understand that you likely made mistakes. But look, we're all human. You've made mistakes. I've certainly made mistakes. Your dumper has made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. The important thing is not to beat yourself up time and time again forever and ever. But it is important to focus and understand about what you possibly could do better in the future. What could you improve upon? What mistakes did you make? What will you learn from this? And at this time, once you fully understand what you did, what you may have done wrong, and what you can do better in the future, you then need to forgive yourself. Okay? So look in the mirror, take accountability, accept any mistakes you've made, understand and learn what you can do better in the future, but then forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself is crucial. You also need to forgive your dumper. You need to forgive your dumper for ending your relationship, because if you ever hear from your dumper again, you can't be behaving in a frustrated, bitter and angry way, because that's not going to help you. So it is very, very hard. I'm not telling you this is easy. This is challenging, but you need to show forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself for anything you may have done wrong to cause the breakup, and you need to forgive your dumper for ending the relationship. But if you want to get them back, if you ever hear from your ex again, you can't be behaving in a way where you feel bitter, angry, frustrated, and you hold this against them. It won't work. So, point number 1, look in the mirror, understand what you've done wrong, what you've done right as well. You would have done lots of things right, I'm sure, in the relationship. You don't want to be completely wiping off everything that ever happened. Look at what you did right and celebrate those facts. Look at what you could improve upon and work out how, where, when and why in the future you can do things differently, and then forgive yourself and forgive your dumper. So now let's get into point number 2 and the second point of today's podcast about dumpee plan for spring. And point number 2 is take action on yourself. And this is where we're going to link the accountability and to try to encourage you to stick to the actions you are going to commit to. What I'm going to ask you to do is type into the YouTube comments what actions you are going to take on yourself. So we're going to get into this now in point number 2, exactly what I mean. But when you decide what you're going to do, type in the YouTube comments what you are going to do, and therefore you will have this as evidence to yourself, almost like a commitment to yourself, that these are the actions that you're going to take. So the key is to improve every single day. Become a better person today than you were yesterday. Become a better person tomorrow than you are currently today. Improvements don't have to be huge. They can be very small. The key is consistency. You need to consistently be improving every single day. Little by little, you will get to the promised land. And the promised land is becoming a version 2.0 of yourself. When you attracted your ex, when you and your ex got together, you were a version 1. What we need to do is improve upon yourself and become a version 2.0. And guess what? If you don't get your ex back, which unfortunately not all of you will do, you will be able to attract somebody even better. And the reason for this is because when you attracted your ex, you were a version 1. You could only attract a certain amount of people being the person you were then. If you improve yourself in every single way and become a version 2.0 of yourself, you will therefore grow your attraction net. If you grow your attraction net, you can therefore attract more people. So, even if you don't get your ex back, you will have a bigger pool of people you can now attract because you are a more attractive proposition. So what can you do every single day? Well, look, it could be the most minor thing. And for everybody, you will have your own minor thing that you probably feel embarrassed about but you can't do. Let's say, for instance, you can't tie your shoelaces. Now, probably 95% of people listening to this are thinking, well, of course we can tie our shoelaces. But there's going to be some people who can't tie their shoelaces. And therefore, I would say you should learn how to tie your shoelaces. Now, look at whatever your tiny situation is that you can't do, something that you think you should be able to do, but you've never learned, you can't, whatever like that, whatever you think everybody else would assume you can do, but you can't, maybe that is something you can start with. Okay, it doesn't have to be an incredibly large thing, although it can be. So let's look at the other end of the scale. Maybe you want to improve your job prospects. Therefore, you need a qualification. Why don't you sign up to that college course right now? Okay, let's look at some in-between situations. A very crucial one is improving your health and fitness. Improving your health and fitness won't just give you a better quality of life, but the byproduct of this is it makes you a more attractive person physically. So, improve your health and fitness, and that can be doing such as improving your sleep schedule, making sure you get enough sleep. So many of us don't get enough sleep. Improve your sleep schedule. Make sure you remove bad substances from your life. You don't need me to tell you what they are, but remove them from your life. Eat healthily and exercise regularly. If you do these things, you will improve your health and fitness. This will help you. This will help other people find you attractive. It's the byproduct of health and fitness. It's not just going to give you a better quality of life. It makes you more attractive. Now, I also like to suggest you take action on yourself in creative ways. Maybe you want to learn how to paint. Maybe you want to learn how to play a musical instrument. Maybe you want to learn a new language. All of these things and more. There is an almost infinite possibility of what you can learn to improve every single day, from the tiniest improvement to something huge. Another one I really like and suggest is learning how to cook. If you can cook a few dishes already, then why don't you learn to cook something even larger, something grander? If you can't cook at all, then start basic, okay? Improve yourself every single day. Become a better person today than you were yesterday, a better person tomorrow than you are currently today. Take action on yourself and become a version 2.0 who is more attractive to your ex and more attractive to others. So now let's get into point number 3 and the final point of today's podcast about Dumpee, plan for spring. And point number 3 is join an online dating platform. Now, if you're a Dumpee, the last thing you're probably thinking of right now is joining an online dating platform, especially if you are a stage 1 Dumpee. I always say, if you're a stage 1 Dumpee, you are thinking of your ex 24/7. The last thing on your mind is dating somebody new. In fact, you can't imagine ever wanting to connect with anybody else other than your ex. So you're thinking, why am I suggesting that you join an online dating platform? Well, look, this can help you in so many ways. Reason A why this could help you is because it would take your mind off your ex, even if momentarily. I've done a lot of research, got experience and the like in these things, and there is nothing better at distracting yourself from your ex than speaking to other potential dating options. So make sure you're speaking with people of the gender that you find attractive. Make sure you're speaking of people within the age range you find attractive. Even if you're not genuinely looking for a date, it's so important that you speak to people within those demographics that theoretically you could possibly date. This is the type of thing which can help distract you, and you can do this via online dating. It's certainly very easy to join a site nowadays. Lots of them don't involve any finances at all. You can join free apps, etc. Join up, start chatting, start having conversations, start enjoying conversation with somebody that's not your ex, okay? Because if you speak with somebody who's not your ex, they're taking your mind off your ex. And you can also improve your perishable skills. I've spoke about this before, but perishable skills are skills which if you don't practice, you get worse at them. And these include things such as communication skills, conversation, flirting skills, and the like. You need to improve these skills. If you want to get your ex back, if and when you hear from them, you need to make sure you are ready for action. And hence, if you go online dating, you can chat with different people and just keep in the loop, keep practicing, keep improving these skills and more. Now, when we look at other subplots to this point, I said part A, I think I maybe kind of done a part B there as well. I've lost track somewhat, but another additional point to this, and you don't want me to say it, is that you might find somebody you actually want to date. Now, if you're a stage 2 dumpee, you might be more inclined to want to date somebody else, but just keeping your ex as a possibility. But if you're a stage 1, you're thinking, no, I don't want to date anybody new. But look, you never know. You never know who you might come across. And as I've just said, perishable skills also include dating skills, actually meeting people. Now, I would never suggest lying to someone. Okay, I would never suggest leading somebody on. If you're thinking, I don't want a long-term relationship, don't pretend you are just to practice your dating skills. What I would say is tell this person, I'm fresh out of a breakup and I'm not sure what I'm looking for. If you're honest, if you're genuine, then they can make an adult decision if they want to continue speaking with you and possibly meeting you. You are not leading them on if you tell them the truth. Now, this doesn't mean you speak about your ex 24/7 throughout your conversations, okay? You can't be doing this. I don't suggest you mention your ex at all, other than the fact that you are fresh out of a breakup. At that point, don't mention your ex's name. Don't speak about your previous relationship, unless, of course, you've been asked the question. But just bear in mind that somebody will not want to date you if they feel that you are just thinking about your ex. Whether or not you actually want to date them, whether you want to just improve your social skills, the truth is you need to be as honest as you can. But don't keep mentioning your ex. It's not attractive and it is not going to be interesting to this person. So that's a challenge for you, to join an online dating platform. Let me know in the comments if you're going to do this. Whether or not you actually feel like dating, this is the best way to take your mind off your ex, to improve your skills. And who knows, you might even meet somebody even better. And I know that sounds crazy to you stage 1 dumpees. To stage 2 dumpees, maybe you're a little bit more open. And if and when you become a stage 3 dumpee, well, you won't actually want your ex back anyway. But that is for a different story. I've spoke about the stages in different podcasts. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a new podcast about the dumpee stages. I've done them before, but possibly you want a fresh update. Always remember that with or without your ex, you will have a positive future, and this bleak tunnel is only temporary. If you keep moving forward, you will get out the other side. Take accountability, take action on yourself, join online dating. Success will be yours. Whether you get your ex back or not, you will find happiness, satisfaction, and fulfillment. If you believe that this podcast has helped you, then please consider buying me a coffee. The link to do so is in the description.
Yeah, if you miss your ex, we can help with that. Help you get him back, or we can help find you someone else. Yeah, Vincent Bo, the relationship coach, giving you some insight, bringing you a new approach. DateMe.tips, go and check the site, giving you advice, helping with your love life. Get your ex back, or move to the next. Ain't no sweat, you know Vincent Bo got you. Finding love ain't no problem. Yeah, DateMe.tips, check it out now.